Hey, there's no way we're out of toilet paper. No, just tell Liv to use some paper towels. Hello. Welcome to Breaking News, Anchor News Edition. We are going to be discussing all things Empires and Puzzles for the brand new year. This is your news anchor. It's like
Anchorception up in here.
we will be discussing the brand new calendar, brand new year, brand new time, new segment. Maybe I'll keep this. Let me know in the comments if you appreciate it. And also, while you're at it, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, we're going to be discussing the brand new calendar just released this month, as well as talking about the brand new Hero of the Month, Viscaro, that just was released a couple of hours ago. I decided to stay up super late to record this because I like you guys. And we will be discussing all the brand new beta heroes that have shown up that are set to also release this month. And we will be talking about the different events, the beta events that are coming up. So much is going on in this calendar. So this will definitely give you a reason to check out a lot of the different content set to come your way. But before I do that, make sure you subscribe to this. And again, like I said, let me know, should I keep doing these segments or not? I don't know. Anyway, starting us off. By looking at the calendar, the very first thing that I see is I want to ask myself, what is the most important events that I should be summoning for? I know you guys are typically wondering that. For you people that have discretionary income to just spend it on stupid things like this game, I would highly recommend doing your summons right now up until the 3rd. Reason being is the most important hero on the list. This includes the beta previewed heroes that were just released, is Xenofold, the purple squid man. Probably top choice and priority this month, as well as you could be picking up the brand new Hero of the Month. Which, speaking of the brand new Hero of the Month, Viscaro, I actually have the old version of this guy as well too. So discussing between the two on him, he had, before he didn't deal any damage, he also had himself set up to where it was only 55% of the attack each turn. And then it was only 40% of the health equal to what needs to be absorbed. So those are the biggest difference. I mean, obviously the initial damage of 190% is definitely awesome. Huge upgrade there. Nothing changed in terms of the static abilities. So it still has the Cursed Sapling Summoner. So when an enemy summons any minions by a special skill, the hero summons a Cursed Sapling Fiend to that enemy. So they get 2, which is kind of sweet. And then also resists negative minion effects. So this hero has innate resistance against incoming negative effects and damage from minions. So we are seeing this huge resurgence of minion heroes, especially because of Christmas. People are already sick of seeing Krampus costume with Mother North costume and Santa going off, a bunch of minions, and then you have Pengy that just literally destroys your team. So what's cool about Vicario, you guys will fix me in the comments, I'm sure, is he kind of prevents that a bit and throws a negative sapling anytime they do that. So what's really awesome about this new Hero of the Month is that the 45% that needs to be absorbed, I played around with him a little bit and just have him at level 1, and it was like 920 damage or 920 HP was how much fiend health these things had. So it was just insane. I don't know how relevant the 190% damage is going to be. 727 is not that high. But one big important thing, if you are planning on leveling him up, you want to definitely go and throw some emblems on him. You're going to want to go the attack route because obviously every single turn, it's going to be dealing 60% attack each turn. So my estimation, it's probably going to be anywhere between 50 to 60 damage is what it's going to be if you do have this guy maxed out, but I don't know officially what that is. So it's an okay amount. The biggest thing that this guy does is he sets him up with a 45%. That sapling fiend is super annoying. And not to mention what I really love about him is that he puts a sapling on them anytime they summon any of the minions. So could definitely be used offensively. Now, it is also cool that this is the first character to bypass minions. So if they have minions and a little bit of life, that 190 damage will just go past the minions and go directly to their health, which is really cool. I love that ability. That's just sweet. And attacks from the Cursed Sapling Fiend deal extra damage if they have minions. So essentially, we're obviously seeing this as a character that deals a substantial amount against minions. Now, what you guys are wondering, is this character worth it? I think it's definitely worth grabbing. I don't think it's game-changing in any way. Not something I'm really looking to put on defense. Could definitely be very useful on offense. And Titans, it's yet to be seen. So, next up on the calendar, we have the 5th, which is the Alliance Quest / Clash of Knights. And we did this for the first time the other month, but they are now releasing these other characters to go along with it as well. So you probably remember if you summoned and you were like, where's the rest of the different families? Well, we have a decent amount now. So we have 5 that we're testing beta. I'm going to go through those really quickly with you guys, and we'll see what actually does get released. So first up on the list is going to be a Quintin. I can't show you the rest of the cards. We'll see. There's my little disclaimer. These are from beta. Everything can change. Obviously, we see that with the Hero of the Month completely different. I wouldn't be surprised if these are different when they actually are released, but gives you a little preview. Has the Raven family bonus, so has the chance to make things uncleansable, which is really important because right now we have an awkward situation with Ludwig, to where doesn't have the easiest of way to make stuff uncleansable. So by adding some more of these, it will really, really help out. Rogue family, 821 attack, decent defense stats. As far as the ability, deals 420 damage to the target. The target receives 100% damage for all the damage their allies receive for 4 turns. So they're going to continuously receive damage. The target is going to continuously receive damage for all of the other damage that their allies receive for 4 turns. Pretty interesting. Kind of a cool concept. I do like this quite a bit. Next up on this list is going to be Rayne. It's a purple fighter. She has 815, decent, pretty close defensive stats to what we saw previously. And fighter, which is definitely important. Still a Raven family. Deals 450% damage to the target. The target receives 748 poison damage over 4 turns. The effect is contagious. Now, I don't remember what contagious is, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to see what that is all about. I don't remember playing with that in beta. I don't remember that being a huge thing. So you guys can actually let me know in the comments what contagious means. Next up on the list is Lewena. This is a red and 795. Pretty similar stats. I mean, these are just insane stats, by the way. They're just really great. Still Raven family. Blocks talent skill activation for all enemies for 6 turns and deals 260% damage to all enemies at average speed. I love this character. I think this is really, really awesome. Might be a little bit broken, because we see how awesome Miki is at 5 turns. So this is blocking it for 6 turns. And it's also dealing damage to everybody. Yeah, this character is going to be pretty awesome. We'll be interested to see how this thing comes out. And then we do have a 4-star here, which I'm sure will probably make it. This is going to be Franz. 215 damage to all enemies. All damage to all enemies receives an increase by 50% for 6 turns. And all enemies are immune to new buffs for 6 turns. So that will actually be pretty sweet. This is running it very slow for a 4-star. And this, I'm assuming, I wish I got to play with these a little bit more in beta. I'm assuming this will be stackable for using on Titans. So Titans will get a brand new character, being able to have a damage increase total by 50% for 6 turns. I'm assuming that's going to be a completely different status effect that is different and will definitely be something that you could stack on Titans. Pretty important hero there. You don't really care too much about mana. So yeah, Franz is pretty awesome. Another 5-star here. This is Eloise. Still part of the Raven family. 803, 793, 1390. Wizard. Destroys all minions from all enemies. Deals 270% damage to all enemies. If an enemy had minions, they will be immune to new minions for 4 turns. So we're going to be getting some help here against minions for sure. Destroying all minions. I do love that this is destroying it first and then deals the 270 damage to all enemies. So this is essentially like a Grimble, but in yellow, and then also making it so it has the Bara ability to where they can't gain any new minions. So Eloise is definitely going to be sweet. So getting through the rest of the month, it appears on the 12th of January, we will have a brand new beta event that will be coming out. This will be version 45. I will be streaming, so make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so I go through that. I'm assuming they will be discussing the brand new Soul Exchange again, probably a revamp on what's going on there. And then we have the Three Kingdoms event that will be coming out, which is really, really cool. I tested it out in beta and was able to fight. It's like 100-person wars. And I'm assuming they're going to have different war things that they're going to have going on with that. And I'm assuming that those are probably going to be going into February is my guess. So 12th is the first beta event. And guys, I'll also leave a link in the description so you can download this calendar. A huge shout out to Very Quietly, who provided me with a special version of this in long-standing form so you guys can read it. But I will also have the mobile version, so you can just check the link in the link in the description, and you can download this for yourself too. We've got the Masquerade event going on, which is going to have a Cage Burrito costume, Obacon costume, and Kagan costume. Not a huge area of what I want to really go after. Before that, I did miss it. It did have Atlantis Rises, which does have Tarlac in it, and also Cage Burrito costume. Those are probably one of the important ones. It's too bad Teleria has just been terror bad, so don't really have concerns for that too much in there. We do have Mirages of Omega Holy event, which is coming up on the 18th. I did release Hooded Limit Break in yellow, so if you haven't seen that, you can definitely take a look at that. You can click on the link in the description to also view that video as well too. So we do have the Villains event that's coming up as well too, coming up on the 20th, and then Mythic Titan by the 24th. And then we have the second round of Season 4 Underwild, which I'm going to talk about the new heroes that were released in that as well too. So we have, I believe the extras are going to be Professor Lidenbrock as well as Dr. Moreo. And then you have the chance to get the first one here. This is from beta. It's called Kavekrush, and has the situation where it decreases ailment duration, so by 1 turn. So the first, oh my gosh, I can't even read. Duration of the first 3 status ailments of this hero receives from special skills is decreased by 1 turn. So anything negative that this character receives, it decreases by 1 turn for the first 3 times. Stats wise, pretty solid. Attack, defense, health is okay. All enemies can't revive their allies or themselves for 4 turns, which we know this one is very, very important. Going up against those stupid characters like a Mother North costume. Yeah. All enemies can't receive status effects that would resurrect them for 4 turns. And deals 405 damage to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies. So at average speed, I do like this character. This definitely makes it so you're not slamming your fists when Mother North decides to revive everything. And I do like that it's at average speed because those are all at slow speed, so it prevents that from going off. So this will be a pretty awesome character on offense. Next on this list, it's actually been a long time coming, is Congalach, and deals 310 damage to random enemies, 5 random enemies, and then also has a stack which each hit gives the target 9% attack. So at fighter class, slow speed, so it's almost like a Alfriki hit, similar to that, to where it's going to be 5 enemies. I believe that's 6 cubes for Alfriki, but it's going to be random enemies. It is 310% damage, so you could just slaughter some people. Obviously going to be really awesome in Rush. And then it's also going to be decreasing their attack. So, interesting character. I don't know if he's going to make his way onto defense, but that's what's going on. So, This is the calendar. Like I said, make sure you download it. Huge shout out to Very Quietly. And let me know in the comments if you guys appreciate it, if this has helped. And make sure you stay tuned to the rest of the content that's coming this month. I will be having the green limit break video that will be coming out later this month as well too. So thanks so much for all the support. I will see you guys on the next video.